tied in the loss column, and we know May 16th, I keep saying March, May 16th, the Grizzlies will take on the Warriors at Chase Center. That could decide the A seed. And you know what? With the Lakers injury that we'll get to a little later, Anthony Davis left the game with back spasms. Getting kind of close to a Lakers-Warriors playing game. And the Lakers are wounded here. So what do you know? The Warriors hopefully go on a run here over the next 5, and we may see that matchup. But Steph Curry was the man of the hour again, helping the Warriors out with a big-time third quarter. Steph Curry, 34 points tonight in 2 matchups against OKC. He's averaged 38 points, 6.5 assists, Darrell, and 6 rebounds. Didn't quite get the 40, but he didn't have to because he didn't really play in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he got enough, and he got whatever he wanted tonight. He took advantage of the Thunder being asleep on some shots like that one right there and getting to the basket. Dort, a strong, aggressive defender, and he got what he wanted tonight.
But I think it's a little easier for him when the other players are scoring.
Yes.
I mean, that's kind of stating the obvious, but Mulder with, I think, 25, and great ball movement, basket cuts, and so that definitely opens up Steph, I think, a lot more.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about that. And the ball was hopping around, too, for Steph Curry. 36 assists in all of Steph Curry, Lou Dort. Moses Brown, step up. We talked about you in the pregame show. Moses Brown had no clue. Has he read the scouting report on Steph Curry?
He must don't watch TV, Bonte. He must don't watch TV.
He must don't watch it, Jennifer. I mean, he's not stepping up there on the screens. Oh, Moses Brown. We'll talk about him a little later as well here on Warriors Post Game Live. But you see Steph Curry there increases his lead over Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal's not going to stop. Dropped 42 last night. I know they had a game tonight. We didn't get the update. 28 tonight. There we go. Jonathan Sack here, our producer here, coming through the clutch. 28 tonight. So Steph Curry, 31.6. So Jennifer, scoring title and a nice little spot in the play-in tournament is right there for the taking for the Golden State Warriors.
Well, definitely, and I think they showed tonight that they're capable of that because, this is, we kept talking about as a winnable game, and OKC potentially is a dangerous team. They have some good players, and they don't have anything to lose at this point.
Exactly. I feel you. They have nothing to lose. I think the Warriors did a great job. We thought they beat them by a lot more, but I thought they handled their business. And salute to the OKC Thunder. They didn't quit. They didn't give up. Those guys continue to play hard. Like we said, those guys are fighting for their NBA life as well.
13-2 now. The Warriors are at home and get sub 500 teams. And you talked about it, Darrell. Trap game, get out early, get aggressive, get a lead, and don't let the OKC Thunder get comfortable. And that's what the Warriors did by winning wire to wire.
Yeah, they did. And I thought when they closed that second half out, they were super aggressive. They set the tone, Draymond on the defensive end, and they let their defense turn into offense with easy baskets and transition.
Definitely, and they certainly didn't, in my opinion, take them lightly either. I mean, they came out with a bang and they sustained it for the most part, though. I mean, there were some lulls in the game, but again, to see a lot of players in double figures, Steph playing the way he did, and these back-to-back games are tough. They've often been split, so they need to come with the same energy on Saturday night.
Warriors get a day off before taking on OKC Saturday. Let's take a look at Michael Mulder because he's getting extended minutes here, extended playing time. Michael Mulder, the young man from Kentucky, he's bombing Darrell. He's getting to the basket, and he's scoring in bunches. Tonight, 25 points and 7 threes for Mulder.
Hey, man, he's just letting it fly. This is what knockdown shooters do. When you get the ball around the perimeter, shoot it with confidence. This team has a lot of confidence in them, and you can see it when they come out of timeouts. Even when he was a starter, Coach Kerr drawing up plays for him to knock down shots. So I think he's going to be a big key moving forward.
Well, and, we talked about this before the game, that you're not looking over your shoulder for someone to come in for you, right? Because they have to play these minutes. And I thought Mulder did a fantastic job tonight with his minutes. I thought Poole and Spurts also did a great job. And if they can all play this way moving forward, they can do some damage.
Yeah, without Kelly Oubre Jr. or Damian Lee, who knows when they'll be back. Michael Mulder with 25 big points, one off his career high. He's standing by with Fitzibuki down at Chase Center.
Well, with the brilliance experience of Steph Curry and Draymond Green, the Warriors sink or swim based on supplementary scoring, and Michael Mulder was just fantastic points. And first and foremost, we've talked about it, so we want to hear from you, Mike. What is it like knowing that you're not on the road for the next couple weeks, that you get to finish the whole season at home?
It's good. It's good. We missed our beds a little bit. The last road trip felt like a little bit of a long stretch, but we're definitely excited to get back to the Bay, get in front of our fans, and finish out the rest of the regular season back at home here in Chase.
And you've been playing really well lately, working off the ball. The three ball has been working. You shot 13 threes tonight and made 7 of them, and just making sure you're shooting rhythm threes, good shots, but you're also cutting and moving without the ball. How much are you thinking about finishing strong and just showing what you can really do?
I think we're all thinking about finishing strong. We know every game is important down the stretch. We're trying to win every one here at home, so I think we did a good job executing tonight and, finding our guys in our spots and, playing good defense and getting good defensive possessions back to back. And, I think that's where we found most of our success tonight.
Michael, the rebounding is going to be an issue, particularly structurally with the Warriors being undersized and playing 8 guys. But I had Kalena just list off all the rebound totals. So many guys in blue were really on the glass and attentive on the glass tonight.
Yeah, we did a lot better job on the glass. I think tonight we've been really focused on it. So, we've been doing a better job trying to clean up on that end of the floor and, making sure that we could limit teams to as limited possessions as we can. So I think we did a better job of that tonight.
Talk about your offense from the beginning of the season until now. There's such a huge difference in the flow and the connectivity. Everybody knows where to go. There's no one that's holding the ball and wondering what to do with it, working off of Steph brilliantly in his double teams. What has that process been like, getting to where you're really comfortable?
It's been great. That type of thing comes with time, and I think we're really meshing right now, really gelling. Like I said, we're finding guys in the right spots. We're moving without the ball, playing really unselfish on that end. So as long as we're doing that, we're going to continue to find success for each other, and that's what we plan to do.
Yeah.
All right, nice game for Michael Mulder. Jordan Poole with an up and down game. He did finish with 14 points. That nice move there, but 4 for 11 and 0 for 6 from 3. Jennifer, what about the positives of Jordan Poole's game tonight against OKC?
The positives, he was aggressive. And when your shot's not falling, Darrell, right, you got to find something that you can do well. And I thought he did pretty much everything else well. And he played with energy. The shot's going to fall, especially as other guys are getting open shots. He's going to get open looks.
I agree with you, Jennifer. He stays aggressive at all times, even when his shot isn't falling outside. And one thing we know about Jordan Poole, he doesn't lack confidence. He's not one of those guys. So when the shot's not falling, he tries to get to the basket. And you saw right there, he mixed it up, got some backdoors, took a few guys off the dribble, got to the free throw line. So thought it was a solid game for Jordan Poole as well.
No doubt, something to build off for Jordan Poole and Michael Mulder there. They had struggled down in the Big Easy, but one guy who has been consistent, not the most efficient night, but he's going to get his 18 every night, 6 rebounds and 4 assists. That's Andrew Wiggins. Two-way Wiggs here. Look, he just goes about his business, Jennifer.
Yeah.
Just smooth, steady, get a few fouls here and there, but you see the overall stat line. And he's become a nice sidekick for Stephen Curry.
Well, definitely. And, his points are quiet. He's just got such a calm demeanor about him, and he doesn't kind of brag after his scores and things. It's like, yeah, I meant to do that, and just, moves on, plays great defense. And I think he's really come into his own here, Terrell.
Smooth, calm, and collective. Two-way Wiggs, another great night. You just always look up in the box score and it's like, oh, dang, Wiggs had 18 tonight.
Right.
Yeah, super consistent. I'd say those corner threes for him now are layups. He's high percentage at the three-point line in the corner, but another great night on both ends for two-way Wiggs.
If Clay's Clay next season, those shots are going to be even more wide open.
Yes.
Wiggs now has that confidence here. We talked about it before the game. Build good habits. It's a bad team. It's easy to get caught up into it, kind of go through the motions and get a little sloppy. I thought the Warriors created a lot of good habits tonight going into Saturday, and then, of course, the Final Four against those tough Western Conference teams, Phoenix and Utah.
Well, yeah, definitely. And I always look at rebounding. I think when they're playing fundamentally well, they're going to win the battle of the boards. And that's what they did tonight. And going into the next game, they have to do all the little things right because, hopefully the shots will fall. But if not, they have to do the fundamentals correctly. And but again, I was impressed with the entire team this evening.
And I thought they played hard. OKC, they played hard. They didn't give up, even though, they were down a lot. But I don't think the Warriors left any room for them to think when they come in here Saturday they have any type of chance. So I'm expecting them to come out with that same energy and, ice and chill in the fourth quarter.
Yes. Almost happened tonight with Draymond and Steph, Jennifer.
Were you surprised to see Steph and Draymond go back in? Or you think that was like to send a message?
In the palm, torn ligament in the wrist. He will be reevaluated in the next week or so on that wrist, and the Warriors haven't ruled him out for the season. So that's good news. Hopefully he can come back for a playoff run for the Golden State Warriors with that wrist injury, but who knows? As of now, it looks like he's going to miss the rest of the regular season. And look, it's a tough blow. It's good to see Mulder playing well, good to see Poole playing well. But Jennifer, this is a tough blow for the Warriors not having Oubre Jr. and his energy and his offense.
It is definitely a tough blow. I do like seeing the other players stepping up, but imagine if tonight we had Oubre as well. Right, you can imagine what this game would look like, and going into Saturday's game, what that would feel like. So I think they miss his presence a lot. They miss his energy, his effort, and then he's been scoring in a lot of different ways. I think he was really becoming a fit with the team, and so it's just a shame, Darrell, to see him out.
Yeah, I think they're going to miss his athleticism, like you mentioned, his defense, his outside shooting, and his aggressiveness in transition. I thought he was one of those guys that got in transition pretty easy, leaking out, getting easy baskets, and that's what this type of team needs. When you're playing good defense, you need those easy baskets, and I think they're definitely going to miss that, the outside shooting, and just another defender.
And you hate to see it to Oubre Jr., man, when he's trying to get his money and play in the playoffs.
Hey, but he made some money.
Yeah, he's earned it this
now,
year.
An update on Damian Lee. We're going to hear from him in just a second. He's going to detail what's been going on with him. Of course, he got vaccinated, and he still tested positive for COVID-19. So how long is Damian Lee going to be out? Let's go to Kerr, our Warriors reporter here at NBC Sports Bay Area, powered by Cisco WebEx. And Kerr, I know Damian Lee spoke at 6:45 today down at Chase Center. What is the latest and what is going on with Damian Lee, who's got a nice role here with the Warriors, and they sure could use him right now?
Yeah, well, the first thing I noticed when Damian Lee addressed reporters was the smile on his face, and he said he was just so happy to be out of the house. That's how bad COVID had walloped him, and he did want to confirm the news that, yes, he tested positive for COVID. He was vaccinated. He was practicing all of the social distancing rules, so he was being responsible. But he feels like he's one of those breakthrough cases where even with a vaccination, COVID just gets you. He doesn't know how he contracted this, but, he said he's been self-isolating for the past couple of weeks. He gave a shout-out to his wife, Sidel, for being so selfless through this thing. It was a situation where she had to fix him a plate, put it down on the floor, knock on the door, and leave. He had to be completely alone. He also talked about the symptoms that he felt for about 8 days, and just take a listen to the things that he experienced.
But I basically charted down what my symptoms were, and I had headache, chills, sneezing, congestion, soreness, body aches. It felt like I was hit by a car, hit by two cars at once. Every step I took, it hurt. There was pain. There was soreness. Felt like there was a weight on my chest for a couple of days. Like it was just hard to breathe. Loss of appetite. And then even still, I don't fully have my appetite all the way back.
That sounds awful. And he also said coming up on Monday, he's going to have a chest x-ray. He's going to get some blood work done. At this point, come Monday, it'll be about 3 weeks of no action for him. You heard him say he's still feeling fatigued, still trying to get his appetite back. So there is no timeline for his return. He has not been ruled out from returning, but he has a very difficult road back.
Wow, this is a shocking development when it comes to Damian Lee. Thank you for that, Kerr. We'll see you Saturday night when the Warriors take on the same team in Oklahoma City. But wow, just your quick thoughts on that one. I'll start with you, Darrell. That's tough.
Man, this is serious. COVID-19 is serious, and I hope a lot of people around the world is taking this serious. And to hear the symptoms and what he had to go through, you hate to hear that, man. And so speedy recovery to him. I hope everything, his X-rays and all those things come back negative and positive. So, yeah, man, that's just hard to hear.
I told Steph at least, said, 2-3 good minutes, and then you're coming right back out. And Steph understood, and they both went out there and just put the lead where we needed it, and then we got them out. So great game from both of them. I think Draymond has just been phenomenal. He's put together a great season, and particularly these last few weeks, his defense is just off the charts. Energy is great. His leadership has been great. It's just been really fun to watch the kind of season Draymond has put together.
What do you think of Juan's game?
I thought Juan was great. Juan did what he does. He moved the ball. I mean, he had 8 assists, I think, and always moving, always creating plays just with his movement, on and off the ball. And he's one of those guys who just makes the game easier for everybody. And he's a big reason why we've played pretty well here the last month, because Juan has given us great minutes night in and night out.
Steve, I'm sorry if you were asked this previously, but we heard from Damian Lee pregame. He said there's no timeline for his return, and he went through all of the symptoms that he experienced after that positive COVID test. What do you think about what Damian has dealt with lately?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's shocking. I talked to him about it, and, somebody who, had the vaccine and then gets COVID and gets the symptoms, it's so rare. I think he said 6,000 out of 80 million. So kind of a needle in the haystack, but I think it's great that he's being so forthright. I think people need to know what's happening, and it's great for him to just come out and tell everybody his story. Even if you have had the vaccine, it's good to still wear a mask and still be as safe as possible as we continue to try to get through this. And as for Damian himself, I have so much respect for him. He's such a pro. He's such a good person, great teammate. And I feel for him because he's had an excellent season, and obviously this is really, putting him in a tough spot. He hasn't been able to work out at all. So we'll see what happens, basketball wise. But the main thing is he's healthy and feeling better, and we're obviously relieved about that.
Steve, what type of energy and attitude does Kent Bazemore bring to this team? Because it really just seems like he's never down or in a bad mood.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's one of the reasons we decided to stay with him in the starting lineup, just because of the energy that he brings from the outset. He's really good getting into the ball, guarding opposing point guards and putting pressure on the ball. Just set a good tone for our defense, and he's a great teammate. Guys love playing with him. He's been in this league for a long time for a reason. He's really good, and he's given us a really good lift here in the recent weeks.
Coach, what are your thoughts on Juan Toscano's development this season?
Juan has been fantastic. He impressed us last year when we brought him up from Santa Cruz, and we knew what we had in terms of a guy who just really understood how to play and is a competitor and always brings energy. Excuse me. So I'm a huge fan, and I'm going to end it on that because I can't talk anymore. Thank you.
Need you on Saturday, man. If that happens to me, are you guys ready to take this over?
No, we'll be pulling David Tedla back out.
Yeah. Might not be a bad option. I bought some things in the pregame. So Tedla, are you ready? All right, Steve Kerr said a lot there. What was your biggest takeaway from what Steve Kerr said tonight?
Well, I like his talk about Juan Toscano-Anderson because I think he has been a real difference maker. With his energy, I like how aggressive he's been. I mean, his stat line was great tonight. I mean, 8 assists, 9 rebounds, 7 points. I mean, just solid play for him, and he really understands his role as well, Darrell.
I'm going to double down on that, Jennifer, because JTA, my guy, seizing the moment, understanding his opportunity, understanding where he is and what his role is. And he's impressing me every single night as well. I knew he had it in him, but he's a high IQ basketball player, and he's going to do whatever it takes to win. So you got to love it, man. Shout out to JTA.
JTA playing some good basketball right now.
One of the things that really sticks out to me, too, though, about his career is the era in which he played. You know, that he was really he was transforming the sport during his career, and it's just outstanding. 24 All-Stars, 22 seasons. I mean, just unbelievable.
Yeah, World Series champion, 1954, two-time MVP in the National League, batted .302 for his career. That's 300. Crazy. That is crazy. Over 3,283 hits. 660 home runs, and he would have had a lot more had he not played at Candlestick Park. Candlestick Park used to be open air back in left and right field, and the winds would blow in and knock a lot of balls down. If he played at, say, Oracle or one of these bandboxes in today's game,
he'd be knocking it out of there
at 750 or something like that. Willie Mays was special. Happy birthday to the Say Hey Kid from all of us here at NBC Sports Bay Area. And with that said, look around the NBA and see what's going on with the LA Lakers. Anthony Davis been in the lineup for over a couple weeks now. Left the game against the Clippers with back spasms. They also had an ankle tweak in that game. And this is a tough blow here as we get closer and closer to the playoffs.
Oh, man.
Lakers not playing good basketball. They got blown out by the LA Clippers, 118-94. Anthony Davis finished 2 for 9, 4 points and only 1 rebound. And we know LeBron won't be back probably until early next week. So the Lakers are fading here in the Western Conference without their 2 stars.
First off, turn injuries off, man. You hate to see that.
Yeah.
I want to know, would fans be sitting right there where he turned his ankle? You kind of hate to see this. 6 games left. You want to go in the playoffs a little bit stronger. You know it's going to be some, bumps and bruises and some little small injuries, but you hate to see this with anybody.
Well, you do, and it's interesting. You can set your sights on playoffs and championships, and there's some luck involved with all of it, right? Yes. You have to be trending the right way at the right time, meaning your players are healthy and you're moving the right direction, but that did not look good. And were his back spasms before that, or did it happen as a result of that fall?
Right
well,
there.
that's like a double whammy, ankle and back, and
He's got the Achilles issue with the calf strain. Lakers now tied for 6th with the Portland Trailblazers. They'll take on Dame tomorrow night. They could be at 7. Yeah. And daytime is tomorrow, and he's going to bring that watch.
You better know it.
You better know he's going to be ready to cook. And we may see a Lakers-Warriors play-in game, which the NBA would absolutely love.
Yes.
Business would be booming. Then we'll get to see Kent Bazemore try to defend LeBron James, maybe, down there. Wiggins and two-way Wiggs.
I got my money on Steph Curry any day in the one game.
You called it. You said it on the morning roast the other day. You're rolling with Steph Curry.
Rolling with Steph Curry all day.
I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you, Darrell. I'm not mad at you. All right, let's hear from Kent Bazemore, who had a nice bounce-back game tonight against OKC.
Kent, what do you think about the way you guys started this homestand?
Just the best way we could have started with a win. It's been a long year, and we're kind of in the locker room before the game, just trying to get our minds right. It's been a grind, with the season, playing every other day, to travel, all that kind of stuff. We just got back at 2 a.m. the other night, day off yesterday, reunite with the fam, and right back at it. So, and against a team that plays, they play extremely hard. A lot of young guys, but they're gonna bring the energy and the effort. So it was a good test for us tonight.
Ken, with 5 games to go, what are maybe 1 or 2 things you guys want to really clean up to finish strong?
Definitely taking care of the ball, and we're just playing a solid game. Defensively. The coaches they give us a game plan before the game, and we just want to show how locked in we are. Consistently making the right play defensively, and then offensively just moving the ball. I think we did a good job of that tonight. Early on in the game, we set a tone with the ball movement. The guys got a lot of open shots, and they fell. So it's every night's going to be different. One thing you can control is your energy, your effort, and your attention to detail.
You missed a little bit of time a couple of weeks ago or last week. Where are you physically?
Last week was a bit of a grind for me, to be honest. You playing well, and then, you get snatched, and obviously, I stay active. I love, I take good care of my body, but you can't simulate that grind. And got back with the team and hit the ground running. And the routine was a little bit off, and you're on the road, and it's just an adjustment. And luckily, got back home, and like I say, filled up the tank with some energy from my kids and my wife.
One of the things that really sticks out to me, too, though, about his career is the era in which he played. That he was really he was transforming the sport during his career. And, it's just outstanding. 24 All-Stars, 22 seasons. Just unbelievable.
Yeah, World Series champion, 1954, two-time MVP in the National League, batted .302 for his career. That's 300. Crazy. That is crazy. Over 3,283 hits. 660 home runs, and he would have had a lot more had he not played at Candlestick Park. Candlestick Park used to be open air back in left and right field, and the winds would blow in and knock a lot of balls down. If he played at, say, Oracle or one of these bandboxes in today's game,
he'd be knocking it out of there.
At 750 or something like that. Willie Mays was special. Happy birthday to the Say Hey Kid from all of us here at NBC Sports Bay Area. And with that said, let's look around the NBA and see what's going on with the LA Lakers. Anthony Davis been in the lineup for over a couple weeks now. Left the game against the Clippers with back spasms. They also had an ankle tweak in that game. And this is a tough blow here as we get closer and closer to the playoffs.
Oh, man.
Lakers not playing good basketball. They got blown out by the LA Clippers, 118-94. Anthony Davis finished 2 for 9, 4 points and only 1 rebound. And we know LeBron won't be back probably until early next week. So the Lakers are fading here in the Western Conference without their 2 stars.
First off, turn injuries off, man. You have to see that.
Yeah.
I want to know, would fans be sitting right there where he turned his ankle? You kind of hate to see this. 6 games left. You want to go in the playoffs a little bit stronger. You know it's going to be some, bumps and bruises and some little small injuries, but you hate to see this with anybody.
Well, you do, and it's interesting. You can set your sights on playoffs and championships, and there's some luck involved with all of it, right?
Yes.
You have to be trending the right way at the right time, meaning your players are healthy and you're moving the right direction. But That did not look good. And were his back spasms before that, or did it happen as a result of that fall?
Right
well,
there.
that's like a double whammy, ankle and back, and yeah.
He's got the Achilles issue with the calf strain. Lakers now tie for 6th with the Portland Trail Blazers. They'll take on Damen